Holy shit! They're coming for you, Tony.
And lucky for us, one pilot had his hands free and his phone ready to capture a one-of-a-kind video.
UFO racing with a plan. This shocking footage, recorded in 2020, shows what appears to be a UFO racing alongside a passenger plane. The object is seen flying at high speed, circling and darting around the aircraft in a way that doesn't match any known flying technology. The plane is moving steadily in its flight path, but the unidentified object seems to move with intent, almost as if it's chasing or studying the plane. The video quickly went viral, leaving viewers stunned and raising questions that remain unanswered to this day. What exactly was this object? Some believe it could be part of a secret military or experimental aircraft test, while others are convinced it shows real evidence of extraterrestrial activity. The way the object maneuvers, sharp turns, high speed, and sudden movements, has led many to dismiss the idea that it was a drone or a reflection. So far, no government or aviation authority has provided a clear explanation, which only adds to the mystery. Was it a top-secret project hidden from the public? Or did this footage capture something not from our world? Let us know what you think in the comments. Humanoid figure in Zambia. A startling video from Zambia showed a humanoid figure effortlessly keeping pace with a commercial plane mid-flight. The figure looked human, or very close to it, stretching its arms and legs while maintaining the aircraft's speed before suddenly vanishing into the sky. Whether this was due to advanced technology like jetpacks or something far less explainable is still being debated. The sighting reflects how complicated our understanding of aerial anomalies can be. The mix of real technology and speculative ideas keeps public interest alive in the possibility of extraterrestrial life or undiscovered human advancements. Every sighting like this adds another layer to our perception, accurate or not, of what exists beyond our current grasp. Elongated object in the UK in January 2024, people in the UK were stunned when they saw a stretched-out object flashing with what looked like bursts of lightning. This unusual display led to theories that a possible confrontation between extraterrestrials and military forces had occurred. Witnesses also mentioned feeling an odd type of energy coming from the object, adding to the tension and speculation. Star Wars UFO encounter. While driving through Uganda, a group of friends spotted an odd object hovering far ahead, moving extremely fast and shaped like something straight out of a Star Wars movie. The incident led many to question whether some science fiction concepts might actually be based on real encounters. Skeptics dismissed the footage as unclear or possibly edited, leaving people divided over what was truly seen that day. Portal-like opening. One disturbing report involved a giant black hole-like shape appearing in the sky, sending waves of panic through a nearby community. It seemed to be absorbing energy from the surroundings, leaving witnesses stunned and unsure of what they had just witnessed. Events like these often make people think about deeper questions regarding our place in the universe. The idea of sky portals has been discussed in both cultural legends and scientific speculation, involving wormholes or other dimensions. Some see such events as frightening or doubtful, while others believe they might be actual gateways to other realities. The emotional and psychological impact of seeing something like this can be intense and long-lasting. UFO or Dementor in 2023. A video taken by a passenger on a flight in 2023 showed what looked like a smoky creature flying after the plane at high speed. The footage created a storm of online debate, with guesses ranging from an alien spacecraft to a creature resembling a Dementor from fiction. Some viewers suggested it might have been a UFO's exhaust trail, while others leaned toward it being a digital effect, or a mythical figure? The mystery remains. What do you think it could have been? Giant humanoid ascending in 2015. A video from 2015 went viral, showing a massive humanoid figure climbing near a tall tower, resembling a character from a superhero movie. People were quick to throw out ideas. Was this a cross between a human and an alien? A glimpse into another world? Or just an elaborate prank? Some viewers even connected the figure to stories about ancient giants like the Nephilim. The event stirred curiosity and speculation about whether the truth was stranger than fiction. Hanging UFO encounter. One unusual event showed an object flying very close to the ground, completely unfazed by a nearby camera recording its actions. Another dim object followed behind it, while the main one glowed faint blue, almost as if signaling its companion. People watching were left to wonder, was this a silent alien craft exploring Earth? Or just a misunderstanding of how the universe works? The more we look, the fewer answers we seem to find. Apocalyptic light in Argentina, before the 2012 doomsday predictions. As rumors of the 2012 apocalypse circled the globe, residents of Cordoba, Argentina, saw a giant object descending from the sky, surrounded by a glowing, eerie light. Some feared it was the beginning of an alien invasion. However, without solid proof, others thought it might have been a military experiment or a shift in how aliens choose to appear. The event still remains unexplained. Airborne figure in Russia. People in Russia were shocked to see a humanoid figure suspended in mid-air, crouching without moving. It eventually vanished from sight, prompting all kinds of theories. Some believed it was a staged video, while others said it could have been a helium-filled figure or some kind of unknown craft. The debate remains unresolved. Rotating object, a living mystery. Another encounter involved a spinning object that looked oddly like an octopus, with arm-like extensions moving in strange ways. This sighting raised a tough question. Was this a new type of flying object, or was it some kind of airborne creature we've never seen before? Charizard-like creature seen flying. A video went viral, showing what looked like a real Charizard flying across the sky, thrilling Pokémon fans everywhere. The creature, massive in size, flapped its wings and soared through the air. While some said the video was fake, many viewers truly believed it showed an alien creature. This case shows how pop culture affects how people understand unexplained sightings. When fictional creatures show up in real footage, it can blur the line between what's real and what isn't. Social media also plays a big role. These kinds of clips spread fast and spark strong reactions. Even with expert doubt, excitement and belief can spread quickly, creating shared stories that some people take as truth. Dark armadillo-shaped figure. A recent report from Brazil described a dark figure that loosely resembled an armadillo. Theories about what it was ranged from it being a sign of the end times to some sort of gateway into another dimension. As time went on, more unusual ideas began to surface about what it could truly be. Unidentified pulsating item. A video captured an object pulsing as it sped toward the Earth, leaving many puzzled. Was it an alien being dropping from a UFO? Or just a deflated balloon carried by strong winds? No clear explanation has been found. Clowns in the clouds. Although clowns floating in the sky might sound playful, this particular sighting left witnesses shocked. A glowing orb launched into the sky, making a dark shape disappear instantly. This caused people to speculate whether they had seen an alien battle or some kind of dimensional gateway. Blazing sign in the sky. A bright, circular object lit up the sky, releasing a dazzling light that quickly went viral. Some believed it was a rip in reality caused by a physics experiment, while others were sure it was an alien spacecraft finally making its presence known. Unusual golden glow. A couple claimed they saw a distant golden light that looked like missiles falling from the sky. What made the sight more concerning was the silence that followed, which led many to wonder if officials were hiding something. The quiet only added to the confusion and suspicion. Odd flying object in Chile. In Chile, a glowing object was seen hovering close to tall buildings, its light shining sharply against the night sky. Its nearness suggested either a show of confidence or complete disregard for being noticed. Celestial eye. A dramatic event unfolded when two large orange beams of light pierced through the clouds, leading some to believe a mothership might be leaving Earth's atmosphere. No one could give a clear explanation, which left people confused and curious. These kinds of sightings often spark both amazement and unease. Theories range from classified military projects to the idea of alien visitors. In science fiction, motherships are often shown as massive vessels that carry smaller crafts or entire species. Without firm answers, speculation continues, with both believers and skeptics weighing in. As our understanding of space grows and technology progresses, these events push us to rethink what we consider possible. UFO-shaped cloud. In a memorable event, locals saw a reddish cloud shaped like a flying saucer floating in the night sky. Its odd look triggered talk of alien involvement. The lights flickering inside the cloud pushed those suspicions even further, with people wondering whether this was proof of alien technology or a strange weather event. Clouds that resemble flying saucers aren't new. Many cultures have reported sky shapes they believed were signs of something beyond this world. This recent case has revived those talks and questions about whether alien life has visited Earth. Weather experts say some clouds naturally take on saucer-like forms and can easily be mistaken for UFOs. These are called lenticular clouds, which don't move and are shaped by air currents. Under certain light, they can appear colorful because of sunlight hitting ice crystals inside them. Still, what makes these clouds so interesting is not just the science behind them, but the way people connect them to stories of the unknown. Strange orbs in the sky. A viral video recently showed small lights floating in the sky, which some claimed were UFOs protecting a larger ship. These smaller lights moved together, as if scanning the land below. This event reignited debates about aliens watching over us and their possible reasons for doing so. The idea of alien surveillance appears often in movies and books, portraying aliens studying us, possibly for research or more disturbing goals. If true, it raises big questions about how much control we really have. Are we being observed like test subjects, or do we play a part in these interactions? Critics often argue that such sightings are likely drones or natural occurrences, but the way the lights moved together made many believe there was more going on than meets the eye. As more of these incidents are recorded and shared, interest in these mysteries only grows. Black saucer with smoke. In another strange case, a dark saucer-shaped object trailed by smoke appeared in the sky, leaving internet users confused. Theories ranged from government experiments to alien visitors, each more unusual than the last. The image of a black flying object with smoke behind it reminded many of classic UFO stories from films and TV. These types of sightings often stir emotions. Some feel fear, others curiosity, and push people to explore their beliefs about life beyond Earth. Explanations vary from military tests using secret aircraft to ideas that an alien ship was damaged during entry. These events often lead to debate, with some dismissing them as misunderstandings, while others argue that their own experiences support their reality. This split reflects how people deal with things they can't explain, and their desire to make sense of it all. Dark object in France, on September 13th. On that date, a pedestrian in France filmed something strange flying across the sky. At first, it appeared to be just a small dot, but as the camera zoomed in, its shape began to look like Superman. The video has led to plenty of questions. Was this a visitor from another world, or a well-made balloon that tricked the eye? The mystery still stands. UFOs over California. Residents of California were caught off guard when they glanced up at a fog-covered night sky and noticed a series of lights breaking through the mist. When someone zoomed in using a camera, the object came into clearer view, what appeared to be a disc-shaped UFO lined with pulsating lights around its perimeter. The purpose of these apparent extraterrestrial visitors is still uncertain. Were they simply observing, or did they have more troubling reasons for their presence? Similar sightings have been recorded in other regions of the world, pointing to what may be a broader trend. The repetition of these reports across different countries brings up the question of whether a shared psychological or cultural lens influences how people interpret these events. People often rely on existing beliefs, such as folklore, science fiction, or spiritual views, when trying to make sense of unfamiliar sightings, which leads to common patterns in how UFOs are described around the world. UFOs and commercial flights. People traveling on commercial planes often report strange and unexpected sightings. One passenger managed to film a circular object flying beside their aircraft before it suddenly darted upward and disappeared. Was this object attempting communication, or was the incident just a coincidence? Incidents like these continue to spark speculation about a possible link between commercial aviation and alien activity. Multi-dimensional portal. While driving through Vancouver, a group of friends saw something extraordinary, what looked like a portal forming in the sky, with glowing shapes moving inside it. The encounter made them wonder whether they had witnessed a gateway to another dimension, or maybe even a vision of the future. These kinds of sightings challenge standard views of time and space. The idea of portals has been part of human storytelling for centuries. In myths and legends, portals often lead to hidden realms filled with strange creatures. In modern science fiction, they are imagined as doors to other times or dimensions. This Vancouver event pulls from those themes and stretches the limits of what we think is real. For those who experience something like this, it can raise deep questions about what reality even is. The fascination with portals often comes from the possibility that they could unlock entirely new ways of seeing our world. Green beam in Colorado. People in Colorado woke up one night to witness a swirling green light cutting through the darkness. The sight left the town speechless. While some blamed military operations, the strange silence that followed led to theories involving something far less conventional, possibly extraterrestrial contact. Explanations for the beam range from secret laser tests carried out by defense programs to signals coming from alien technology. These types of events often stir strong emotions, making people question just how much we truly understand about the universe. As with most unexplained incidents, the reactions vary. Some dismiss it as a natural light display or atmospheric phenomenon, while others remain convinced that it was something far more meaningful. Blinking spaceship in Singapore. One morning in Singapore, a blinking blue light lit up the sky, causing people to wonder if it was just a reflection, or something not of this earth. While skeptics argued it had a natural cause, the rhythmic blinking pattern didn't quite fit the usual explanations. Modern UFO over. Roswell, New Mexico, has long been tied to alien encounters, and a recent sighting reignited interest. A slim, illuminated object was seen floating in the sky, drawing comparisons to the infamous 1947 Roswell event. The object's design did not resemble any known aircraft, leading to debates about its purpose and origin. The original Roswell case started with a rancher named W. MacBrazel, who came across strange debris. At first, the military described it as a flying disc, but they quickly reversed their statement, claiming it was a weather balloon. Over time, this back and forth became a web of stories about possible alien craft and government secrecy. The new sighting only deepens the mystery, bringing attention back to a case that continues to shape Roswell's reputation. Dancing flares. A separate video showing two glowing orange orbs chasing each other through the sky grabbed attention and stirred up speculation ranging from secret military experiments to something more unexplained. Their unusual motion, which didn't match typical aircraft behavior, left many wondering about what they really were. This event fits into a larger pattern, where witnesses describe seeing flying objects that defy known physics or flight capabilities. Part of what draws people to these sightings is the uncertainty. They raise questions and challenge what we think we know. As our technology continues to advance, the stories surrounding these events also grow more complex, feeding a constant stream of theories about otherworldly life. Abduction theories. Stories of alien abductions have long captured public interest, often starting with sightings of unidentified flying objects. One such case involved a UFO beaming a light down to the ground, which led many to believe it could be related to an abduction. While some dismissed it as a natural occurrence, the strange shape of the object caused others to question what it really was. This example shows how sightings can stir up anxiety and lead to theories about alien encounters, especially the idea of abductions. The concept of being taken by aliens gained momentum in the 1960s, following the well-known case of Betty and Barney Hill. Their story laid the groundwork for many similar reports, which usually include missing time, medical-like examinations, and contact with non-human beings. Such stories have been found across different cultures, pointing to a shared mental or cultural framework that shapes how people interpret these events. Burning orb in Brazil. In Brazil, 4 glowing spheres moved in a tight pattern across the sky. One of them slowly drifted downward until it disappeared from view. This triggered intense speculation. Were these military tests or signs of alien presence? People wanted explanations, and both local officials and UFO enthusiasts started digging for answers. Events like this reflect a global pattern where unexplained lights in the sky divide public opinion. Some argue they are drones or new military aircraft, while others say they might be alien in origin. These differences in opinion often come from how people process unusual sightings. In countries like Brazil, where folklore is filled with stories of mysterious lights and beings, such sightings can have a deeper emotional impact. The culture influences how people interpret what they see, fueling ongoing conversations about the unexplained. UFO Behind the Clouds. A 2023 video showed a UFO hovering calmly behind a layer of clouds, showing no signs of concern about being spotted. This led to a wave of theories about what the object might be and why it was there. Some believed it could be a high-tech surveillance craft, while others leaned toward extraterrestrial explanations. The uncertain nature of the sighting highlights just how difficult it is to make sense of these events. This case joins a long list of sightings involving unidentified objects, moving in ways that don't fit with normal aircraft behavior. As drone and imaging technology keeps improving, what we see and how we explain it continues to shift. Still, many people remain doubtful, suggesting these are just misidentified objects or digital fakes. Yet, sightings like this continue to draw attention and curiosity, showing that our interest in the unknown is far from fading. Each new report adds to the ongoing conversation about aliens, space travel, and where we truly fit in the vast universe. Giant sorcerer in Cambodia. A recent video recorded in Cambodia showed a massive figure that looked like a sorcerer, lit up against a backdrop of dark clouds. The eerie sight left many viewers both intrigued and unsettled, as they wondered what it could truly mean. The visuals brought to mind ancient legends in which powerful beings held sway over nature, a theme found in many cultures throughout history. Events like this often spark debates about the ancient astronaut theory, which suggests that extraterrestrial beings may have visited Earth long ago and shaped early civilizations using their advanced knowledge. The figure seen in Cambodia seems to fit well within that theory. It brings up questions about whether such sightings are glimpses of past encounters between humans and beings from beyond our world. How people interpret these events often depends heavily on their cultural background. In places rich in folklore and tales of spirits or mystical forces, sightings like this can trigger strong emotional reactions, linking age-old beliefs with present-day experiences. The Chinese dragon phenomenon. In Chinese tradition, dragons hold deep symbolic meaning. But actually seeing one in the sky takes that symbolism to another level. One witness described watching a large, dark dragon glide through the clouds, its shiny body moving in ways that didn't look computer-generated at all. This raised questions about whether the sighting was genuine or part of an elaborate hoax. Cultural meaning plays a big part in how people respond. Dragons in Chinese mythology often stand for strength and good fortune. So when someone claims to see one, it taps into deep cultural themes that shape how they understand what they saw. Whether these sightings are real or not, they show just how much people want to find meaning in rare and surprising events. Airborne Serpent. A video from 2009 grabbed public attention after it showed a snake-like twisted object hanging in the clear sky. Speculation ranged from it being smoke or cloud formations to something unexplainable, but no solid explanation for its identity has ever been confirmed. Prototype UFO Close Encounter. In another strange event, a plane passenger filmed what appeared to be a sleek, advanced-looking UFO flying next to their aircraft before darting underneath it. The authenticity of this footage has sparked debate, with some suggesting it might show technology that the public isn't yet aware of. If the video is real, it could point to the existence of highly advanced aerial machines, possibly even not of human origin. These discussions often highlight how advanced tech and public opinion intersect. As more people gain access to high-quality cameras, the number of videos showing unexplained aerial objects continues to grow. This flood of footage makes it harder to determine what's credible and keeps speculation alive about whether some governments are hiding knowledge of advanced or alien technology. Extraterrestrial rituals. The study of strange sky events often leads some to believe they might be part of unknown rituals involving lights, animals, and even humans. In a recent video, glowing blue lights were seen moving in a perfect circle, triggering debate about their meaning. Some viewers thought the lights could be tied to alien rituals, perhaps as signals, celebrations, or even warnings of a planned event. The mystery here lies in whether the lights are separate UFOs or pieces of one massive rotating object. This type of thinking isn't new. For centuries, cultures have interpreted strange sky activity as signs or messages from beyond. The circular movement of these lights reminds some of ancient ceremonies, where circles symbolized wholeness and continuity. When people witness these events, They often try to find meaning by drawing from their cultural stories and personal beliefs. Orange orbs in Colombia. In Colombia, people reported seeing glowing orange orbs floating in the sky. At first, the lights were hard to make out, but they looked like small fireballs with distinct shapes. As they moved slowly downward, they vanished without leaving a trace. Some witnesses believed the objects were behaving in a deliberate way, not at random, which led them to think they might be guided by some form of intelligence. The family who filmed the event was convinced it had extraterrestrial origins. However, others suggested they might have been nothing more than sky lanterns. This case reflects a broader theme in UFO sightings. Many times, people turn to extraordinary explanations for things they can't immediately identify. The brain's tendency to find patterns, called pareidolia, can strongly influence how people view unclear images or events. In this situation, the specific movement of the orbs led some to believe there was more to the story than met the eye. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.